The Roland vintage guitar synthesizer controllers like the G-303, the G-707, they have really held up well considering that they're probably 25 years old. The control panel overlays usually don't fare so well, and this is an original control panel overlay from I think it was a red Roland G-707. It has the white printing on the clear background, and you know it's got some tears in it. It's in pretty rough looking shape. So I started a project about a year ago to try to reproduce these control panel overlays for the different Roland guitars. And ultimately what I came up with was scanning the control panel overlay, rebuilding the graphics in Adobe Illustrator, and then I had to track down the right materials to print it on, and ultimately it ended up being acetate, which was sturdy enough, and I believe the original is acetate as well. In addition to which, I needed some way to print onto this where it would give it some durability. And most print shops nowadays print using laser jet printers like everyone does, but this is actually printed using a special printer called an edge printer, and it's a thermal transfer process. So actually the cartridge used to print this is a white cartridge, and it uses a thermal process to transfer it onto the acetate, and it's a really great process and it works really well. The problem is getting the shape cut out. And while the print shop could cut out all kinds of shapes with their programmable equipment, the acetate is a little bit too thick for the automated machines. They're really designed to work like more with stickers or paper. So I tried different processes. I bought one of these stamps that you use for stamping holes in leather. And while this will cut a hole in leather about the right size that you need, the acetate is a little bit too durable, and it would only just deform the plastic rather than actually punching a hole in it. And I tried getting a punch press. None of these processes worked out. And at the end of the day, the best approach was to simply use a razor blade and scissors to cut them out. And I did a few of these on my own, but it's a little bit labor intensive. So what I'm doing nowadays is just selling the control panel overlay by itself, and then allowing the end user to go in and make the cuts. And there's a couple options as to how you can approach this. So I'm just going to go through cutting one of these so you can see what's involved, and then you can do it on your own.